Good day, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Brian Speaks On channel. To everybody on YouTube and on Facebook, you can catch these videos by me under the Brian Speaks On moniker on YouTube and on Facebook, of the both of the same name. Um, the name of the game of Brian Speaks On is I talk about something that's kind of like a hot button issue, but I try to approach it from a slightly obscure angle, which hopefully will give you a different perspective of looking at something, because I don't want to talk about the same thing like everyone else, even though I want to talk about what everyone's talking about. So, with that being said, I'm going to make this one short, I promise. I always say that, never happens, but this time I promise. I want to talk about, in the event of what's coming later on this evening, which is President Biden will be delivering his first State of the Union address. And in the wake of that, I didn't want to talk about Joe Biden. People that know me know that I love talking about Joe Biden, but not in a way that a lot of people like. But anyway, it's not him that I want to talk about. It's actually the person whose job he usurped, which is Donald Trump. And I want to talk about Trump only because I see something that I don't know if anyone's really speaking about it. I mean, people are relatively talking about it, but I don't think that they're talking about it from this perspective. The general thing that everyone is speaking about as it applies to Trump is that he gave a rally, one of his incoherent rallies, I believe was in Arizona a few days back, and it really showed just how he has really jumped the shark. I think prior to that, I would have said that Trump is still somebody that can kind of haunt the Republican Party, and them being the imbeciles that they are, they didn't allow things to play out the way that would have benefited them before, which is allowing him to be officially, like, truly impeached, to where he wouldn't have been able to be giving rallies and basically acting as a specter around the Republican Party going into the next presidential election. But with that being said, here he still is. But people are pointing out the fact that his act is tired. It's just tired. It's over. And that dumb, rambling, incoherent rally that he had in Arizona just really exemplifies the fact that it's over for dude. But the thing that I don't think people are really pointing out is that it shows that the only thing that benefited the Republican Party, and it wasn't anything that they did, as a matter of fact, it's something that they kind of railed against in a way, which almost, like, if they would have had it their way, this wouldn't be happening to their benefit right now. I think the thing that killed Trump is not the fact that he gave yet another ridiculous rally full of lies and embellishments and things like that, because that's what he's been doing. That's been his shtick. I think the thing that this points out, it kind of encompasses the way of the modern world, and how when you're not, like, directly under the spotlight getting that 15 minutes of fame, you can very quickly be yesterday's news. And I think this is the example of Trump going from that man of the moment to yesterday's news, because he's still trying to apply the same tactics that he used when he was the man in the spotlight. But he's not the man in the spotlight anymore. And the reason why he's not is not because so much he lost the presidency, it's because he got banned on social media. And he was unable to stay, bombarding people all the time, 50 some odd times a day with stupid tweets and, you know, these wild ramblings that he and these tirades that he's known for going on. Once he was taken out of the social media specter, he got real old real quick. And if anybody is smart on both sides, they should be looking at that and taking full advantage of that. Anytime they mention his name or speak to him, it should start today with Biden. He can actually pull a reversal on what Trump was doing to him. And as a matter of fact, any challenger to his spot on the Republican side as well could and should do this, as far as I'm concerned, as far as a strategy on truly pushing him out of the public sphere. He's rambling and just sounding truly incoherent. What can be applied now is that anybody that wants to, you know, gather his followers and take them for them can just point out the fact that this man is obviously displaying the rantings of some feeble old man that has lost it, can't let go, won't stop whining, won't stop bitching, won't stop complaining. He has literally turned into the get off my lawn old man. And I think that any and everybody should be really throwing that narrative on him at this stage because he is still a bitter person who is still complaining about something that never actually happened to him, but he refuses to let go. And to the point where he wants to try to overwrite the Constitution in certain ways to get these things to happen, to get his way. And again, everything that he has put forth has been irrefutably debunked to the point of it's just complete nonsense for him to even bring it up anymore. But he refuses to stop bringing it up. And again, any of the people that want to get rid of him should be feasting upon that point. The fact that he can't let go, and him not letting go of things that have been so strongly rebuked and debunked shows a lack of mental capacity going forward. And a person like him should not be put back in a position of power because he would be even more dangerous than what people thought he was in 2016. But now there's really more, you know, evidence to support those types of statements against him now. So again, Biden should kind of, boomerang that back on him about the old feeble old man, feeble-minded old man, narrative. He could flip that now. He could say, look, well, I've done no worse than you, since I've taken over, which is debatable. But anyway, but look who's looking like the feeble old man now. Look who's looking like the guy that doesn't seem to have all of his bearings about him and can't take his old jaws off of old topics that clearly showed him as being on the wrong side of anyway in the first place. So you want this type of person running your country again? You can't be serious. So, and any young Republican that wants to take that brass ring should be doing the same thing. Make him an irrelevant old man because that he's making himself that way. People are not looking for his version of change anymore. He took advantage of a very he was in the right place at the right time, and he was able to take advantage of that and exploit it. To his credit, can't take that away from him. But that time has passed. Yet he's still trying to bring that back. But once it's over, it's over. Like, your time is over. Once it's over, it's over. So anybody practicing any kind of strategy to take over should be employing that narrative. That's really all I wanted to point out. Just the fact that it's not so much that he dated himself. It's the fact that we are in a society now when if you're not directly in the spotlight, then you're already yesterday's news. He doesn't realize that he's yesterday's news yet. But people should make sure that he gets put in that spot. Hopefully that will happen because then there will be less nonsense going on, you know, on the algorithms. So with that being said, you let me know what you think. Um, your agreements, disagreements, whatever. I'm open to hearing both sides of it. And if nothing else, just give me a like, give me an acknowledgement, give me a wave, share the video if you want. That'd be awesome too. But if nothing else, I thank you for even watching this and giving me your time. And I wish you all well. I wish us all blessings. And yeah, with that being said, I will catch y'all on the next topic.